Okay. So, forgive the slightly not perfect setup here. This is my first time trying a new setup like this. There we go. Alright, hopefully everyone can hear me just fine. It looks like my microphone is working well and that I have the ambient noise turned off on my streaming service. And do a test on the screen to see if that will show up over there. It is not doing the thing that I want it to. Give me just a second. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So, today I am building for my friend a brand new PC. I don't really have a moderator to help me out with a lot of what I was originally hoping to do. Why was that message deleted by a moderator? That's not right. I saw who that was, and it should not have been deleted. So, sorry, Kent. Give me just a sec. Trying to fix that. You know what? I completely forgot how to unban someone. Crap. Oh, I guess I will have to deal with that in a little bit. Anyway, so super sorry about that. Sup Kaze, he's actually the one that I am building the PC for. And so, today, I'm actually going to probably want to move this beverage to another table. Because the first thing that I am going to open is absolutely fucking chunky. And it's... this case. Suffering pretty bad. Huh. That's super weird. Is anyone else experiencing big buffering issues from my stream? Okay, I was gonna say I've got it pulled up on one of my PCs, and it's not buffering at all on that one, and it's hardwired. So maybe you're having some Wi-Fi issues on your device. But anyway, without further ado, y'all get to look at the top of my head. Super fuzzy, right? This is the Cougar Panzer Max G. And I thought it was cool because I've seen his space, and I think it'll be nice for a space because it has a weird little hook thing. Also, it's got cool handles. It's got a nice, I think it's a pretty sturdy frame because I have held one of these before. I'm gonna have to put this on the ground. I do apologize for the sounds that I make, but I do not have a lot of food to work with in this area. So I am having to move stuff around for this enormous box. Heat! Alright. Here we go. So this thing is pretty neat. It looks like they've taped up a bunch of it. Let's start by taking a look. Let's remove this tape. Let's see if it still hates me. Also, your stream is fine on my end for the time being. Thank you. Yes, I did make you a mod too, Kaze. You know, given your actual profession, I thought that you might appreciate that. Thank you, Kat. Okay. So one thing I neglected to... Well, one thing Kaze neglected to mention to me before I picked this case was that he needed an SD card reader. And this doesn't happen to have one. Which is fine. It just means I'll have to get an expansion for it later. But I'm a little too excited to deal with waiting for that right now. So we're just not gonna. Stop breaking stuff. Ha! I'm pretty sure that I listed all of... you know what? There was a USB thing that I bought for this as well for additional USB ports. I don't know what happened to that. I think I have it spare though. Alright. So I think that's all the tape removed. Let's lower that just a little bit. Let's see if I can scoot this back at all. That's not too bad. Okay, so we do have our tempered glass side panel. Pretty nice and sturdy there with our gigantic peel. We have our front panel, which just clicks off like this for easy maintenance. And I can install a drive bay later in here with an SD card, if I so please. It looks like... Huh. Alright. Missing a couple of fans. The first one I ordered had them. Not to worry, I have spares. Just 1 second. They're a little mismatched, but I have with me a Corsair. This one's one of the Corsair magnetic ones, so it's supposed to be extra quiet. I actually have a leftover fan from my Noctua Chromax that I can use with anti-vibration pads. And I have whatever this is that I pulled from another build when I replaced the entire build. So, those should do just fine. Let's make sure they fit. Yeah, that'll be just fine. Was not expecting that. I'll probably get some new fans too. But this one did actually come with its own Cougar fan for the back. It just didn't come with any for the top or front, which is unfortunate. That's right, there is going to be an extra Noctua with the D15. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Kent. And I think I might even have like one more hidden in my wire box closet here. Maybe I'll even have more than that. I don't know. Well, it turns out I have some extra fans, but they are like single color fans, and I'm not dealing with that today. I think, however, that the PCI Express card that I was originally talking about is somewhere on my back shelf. I'll worry about that later. Because, again, this is a very small room and there's just not a lot to work. Move the camera back. I can't really move that back anymore. I'll try to move the desk back a little bit more. As have you tried a different device? Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, also maybe change it to low latency mode, Kaze, or change it away from low latency mode. Either one of those could potentially help. Okay. So in addition to that, up here we do have another pop-up. Which is just another screen filter for if I had a radiator up here, which I do not. But I will try to put a couple more fans up here. I don't know, maybe I'll harvest some from one of my other machines for this build. It will survive without the top fans for now while I order more. Just 2 fans up front will be fine, and they can both be extra Pro Max ones. Actually, no. 4 fans is perfect, because I can have 2 up here and 2 up front. All right, I'm set on fans. Cool. My trusty drill. Perfect. All right, so on the back, we have this side panel, which is a little bit easier to work with. It's a single catch with a trigger pull, and it's some pretty decently thick metal. There's a little bit of bend, but not a lot. Set this aside for now. Off in one of my many worlds of not in the way. And let's go ahead and take off the glass panel too. I guess I could probably show you guys that part. Glass panel is held together by some simple thumb screws. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take these for it. I'm going to shove them in my pocket because I forgot to get a bowl. But it makes it really convenient because what they have done is they have a handle on the top or bottom for you to grab with your fingers so that when you need to do maintenance, you're not touching the glass panel itself and getting your fingerprints all over it. That'll do for now. So, very spacious, lots of room. We do have a shield cover for the power supply. Looks like that's going to be easy enough to take off. This is supposedly an air guide for optimum cooling performance. Oh, this funnels air into any disk drives that you might have over here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 slots for 2.5-inch hard drives or SSDs. You've got 2 bays for 3.5s, which we'll be using today. Not really sure what that's all about. It's got a nice carbon fiber finish. It has on the front I/O 2 USB 2s, an earphone jack, a microphone jack, 2 USB 3s, a fan controller, a power button, and a reset button. You know, that part's pretty standard. On the back, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots for PCIe. This view was better. I don't see the 5. Not in my available networks. Oh, if you're using the temporary build that I gave you to use, that thing will only do 2.4. If you watch on either your phone or on your laptop, either one of those should be able to get on the 5.0. That's probably going to be a lot better for you. Okay. I can't. So I've got you guys set up all the way over there so that I can kind of see the chat, but I also have the chat pulled up over here and back here, and my vision's not great, so I kind of have to switch between them. It's shrug, I guess. But yeah, I guess I should probably start by getting these two fans hooked up in the top. Let's grab two case screws. Oh, actually, this thing probably came with some. I think this box should have a bag of it. Okay, here we go. So I tried to get him matching Cougar stuff. So he's got a Cougar headset and a Cougar keyboard and a Cougar mouse. Links in the bio for the basics of those, but PC Part Picker did not have the exact ones that I got him. The exact ones that I got him are. Let me pull up. The exact ones that I got him are the Cougar Immersia Essential Gaming Headset, Ultra Lightweight Feather-like Headband, the Cougar Minos X5 RGB Gaming Mouse with 12,000 DPI, and the Cougar Ventar MX Mechanical Gaming Keyboard with red switches. So that's what I ended up getting him for that. Let's see what we got in our bag of Cougar-based goodies here. Okay, we got a fuck ton of screws and some zip ties. We have our bracket, a spare mounting bracket cover. We have, looks like a fan control switch. Or not a fan control switch, a splitter. Got some non-vibration, anti-vibration things. 3 gaskets for God fucking knows what. Another fan splitter. How many fans do I think I'm gonna use on this? Like, I've got an X570. Well, I guess they don't really know what kind of motherboard I've got. So. That's that for this bag. Okay. These tiny things are going to be hard drive screws. Let's see, we got some spacers. Got a couple of weird, honky ass long screws. I don't know what those are going to be good for, but we may find out later. Oh, those might be for mounting this thing, which is actually supposed to go like this for the headset. It's a headset mount. Here we got some screws there. Nope. Nope. And here we go. Fan mounting screws. Okay. Let's get our fan mounting screws and our brackets, or our anti-vibration stuff. This one actually may already have some anti-vibration pads. Yeah, I think this one's already anti-vibration. Okay. You know what? Before I install these fans, so yeah, there's so much clearance up here that it should not be an issue. Pushes that way is what we want. Right. Yeah, pushes on that side. You right on through. Okay, what's going on? I'm getting side messages. Fair enough. All right. Oh. This is also my office, okay? I have to live with my allergy infested everything. Hopefully you guys like the music. If you want to listen to something else, that's totally fine. I think there's actually a widget in my Twitch for that too. Oh geez, you are not helping. But maybe you are. I don't know. Nothing makes sense anymore. Okay, so let's get those mounted, right? Right. See, it'd be... I'm not sure if I have a screwdriver for this. Let's see here. Maybe this one will work? Oh, yeah, well, actually. Cool. Fuck it. Put that on setting 1, so that we don't strip anything. Let's grab a couple more. Could I have been more prepared and already had these pre-installed? Absolutely, I could have. Did I think of that at all? Absolutely not. All right. Over a whole minute behind, huh? Well, that's no good. Hmm. Where did I put that other very large, very helpful screwdriver? Here. Alright. These case fans appear to be too fat and will not go any further. So I think I need a spacer. Probably should have thought of ahead of time, but I did not, because I thought this would work fine. This is nothing buffering anymore, he says, hesitantly drifting bait. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and take my headset off, because it turns out that that's not actually doing much for me. What with it? Alright, so what's with these things? Maybe these will help me? Okay. Maybe these will give me the edge I need. No, this is a 140, so let's try this, right? Let's try that again. That's better. Should have done that the first time, apparently. That's kind of an awkward angle. Let's see if I can fix that just a little bit. That's a little better. Right? Right. Now y'all can see like at least half of my beautiful face. Hey. So we should probably get these started. These. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Back. Go. And last one. For this one. No shake at all. That should be nice and secure for me. Alright. So we'll do two 140s, because three 120s just doesn't really make sense here. No same mistake twice. We're just gonna put the fucking stupid adapters on this time. May imagine if I turn my PS4 on right now and trip the circuit. Well, as long as neither you nor my lovely partner are running your additional heat sources, that should not be an issue. So in my house, we have old wiring, and my lovely partner, who is next door, and my roommate slash tenant, who is directly below that room, are all on the same circuit. And well, you can tell how much tech I'm running in my office alone. She has a gaming computer. He has a gaming computer and a PS4 and blah 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 blah. And well, neither one of them generate as much body heat as I do, right? So the two of them need space heaters because their blood systems, their circulatory systems, can't protect them against 70 degrees. I keep the house at 70. She calls it a mord. 70. You know, the temperature that the house should be at all times. Hold heart. So do you. I have a heart that weighs. I know 70. This is not 70. It's like 60. Okay, I'm using that fan you're loaning me. In fact, I'm about to turn it up a notch to pump in the outdoor air, which, let me check, is, come on. So outside is 56, right? I'm pumping 56-degree air into my room only, right? The rest of the house, I keep at 70 because of these two. Yet it is currently 71 inside the house in our main area, and the fan's not running and the air conditioning's not running. And they think it's cold. Oh no, it's not super chill. It's barely tolerable. But I don't have to cool down the rest of the house as much with it, so. Kit Kat, Kitty Cat, and Kaze both like it. Alright, so that's 4. Great. Route the wire through the top. I wish that I wouldn't have to deal with like copyright bullshit from Twitch if I were to just play the songs that pop into my head But oh my god, the issues that would cause are tremendous. Absolutely legally lethal to my pocketbook. To be fair, it's not too bad in the house today. Going to hug your computer for warmth. I mean, you're not wrong. I am building a space heater for one of them now. Buffering again, so I'm only getting every other sentence. I'm going to need you to open your door and scream more on your stream. So I am a little bit far behind. I am looking at this from time to time, so I'm not able to fully give you my entire undivided attention while I'm doing this. I am doing my best, though. So I hope that that is satisfactory. Okay, that's one. Two. This one's going a lot easier, probably because it was made by a better company. Oh, the first one is Arctic. That's what that is. 3. Oh, and Kaze, don't worry, buddy. I'll be charging you for these fans too later. I'll write it down. Alright. There we go. Alright, no vibration. Both of them should, in theory, be blowing outward. Probably at different speeds, because they're different. I heard Kat and Kaze both like it, and I can only assume you meant your face. I honestly don't remember what that was to already. You may want to just reverse that a little bit. Okay. So now that both of those are on, I'm actually going to go ahead and... these are already kind of set aside. So if we rotate this, we have our shield here that says that if you just push here, lift up. Really, that is inaccurate due to it not moving. Alright, I'm going to have to come around here. Successfully pushed both of those. Okay. Ah, there we go. What do we have going on the back side here? So that was that weird thing. It appears to be a screw on the back here that I did not know about. I'm just going to remove the shield completely and add another thumb screw to my pocket screw stack. So this looks like it was designed to house a larger power supply than even the one that I purchased for Kaze. I actually purchased an 1100 watt power supply. It is rated 80 plus silver, and it's irrelevantly shiny because of the shield. You will not see it. But Here it is. It is a top power 1100 watt PSU. It's kind of shiny. Fully modular. And yeah, hopefully it works nice. It's got a ding on it. I did buy this part used. It may be kind of a super build, but it's a budget super build. So even though he's got a 5950X and a 3900, an RTX in here, some of these parts, as you can tell from the fans, are not brand new. Some of them are, like the case was brand new. So, you know, did what I could with what I had. So let's go ahead and get this thing strapped in. Oh, it's too fat. How is it too fat? Is this just poor designing? Oh, it's because of that ding, actually. I don't really want to hammer it for fear of causing more issues. But I think I have it lined up to where I can successfully screw this in and not fuck it up. So let's take a look at the screw bags they gave me and find the ones for the power supply. There we go. Nope, I actually wanted the zip tie for later. Thank you very much. Alright. So this one should be pretty quick, in theory. Go, 1. 2. 3. Alright. 1 super powered power supply squared away. Oh, you guys aren't bantering anymore. Sad face. Let's try posting it to my main account as well. Get as many people involved in that as I possibly can. I'm going to worry about the cords later on this one. Actually, no, I should probably deal with those now. Or at least the important ones. They are not the prettiest cables. They're just what it came with. They are, friendly enough, labeled. This one says 2 power supply. This is going to be our main board. It's going to be the big fat one here. Now, this one's going to be a peripheral. It connects to Molex. And I'm not actually sure what that other peripheral is. I think I'm going to need that one. This one is going to be our PCIe, which is ultimately going to be for our that thing, the RTX 3900. Why is this like this? Who hurt you? I don't like that one at all. I hope there are some better ones. Okay, this one doesn't even have that. Okay, this one I can work with. Here we go, PCIe. I like that one. This one's a maybe later. But this one's a what the fuck. This one I'm pretty sure goes to the power supply. Maybe. We are going to need a SATA cable, so we're going to keep that one. We should not need Molex. I shouldn't need a second SATA. Here we go. That's a solid. Okay. That's a little better. We're gonna take these ones and toss them back in there. And we're gonna deal with those some other time, maybe question mark. Okay. This one will be deemed necessary. What? Wait, no. What's even the point? 2 of those are hollow. Why? Alright, let's take a look at the motherboard now. Find out exactly what we're working with on that. Here we go. So for the motherboard, I went and got him a gently used ASRock X570 Phantom Gaming 4. You know what, while we're at it, let's take a look at the 3090 and make sure that I'm looking at the right connectors here. Getting a little impatient and ahead of myself. But also, this is kind of the crown jewel of the whole thing, so. Let's take a look at our adapter. The record, like, for size, next to my face. Ugh. Alright. So we're just gonna set this aside now. All of its stuff intact. Okay, so each one of these requires a full 8 pins. So this one with 2 missing pins is not going to cut it. Neither is this one. I think I need to freaking cut this in order to make it work. Because it's just too short. Okay. Now that is a lot more doable. Okay, so... Come on, just stick. Alright, got one. Cool. That one's not gonna fly. That one's not gonna work. This one will work, but what do we have for our main board? To be fair, I heard Sata, haha, ass rock, can you smell what the rock is cooking? Ha! Sometimes. Not today, though. Let's take a look at what kind of power we need for this motherboard. Probably going to be 4. Yeah, it's 4. Board there to protect it. Which means we need this one. To go here. To our grommet at the bottom. One and oops. 2. Excellent. And we've got this mess. looks like this thing has a fan controller, but it's got a weird amount of stuff. Okay, so that being said, I think this is going to be the last component that I need. So why would they make it easy? Okay. Well, let's see if I've got something else in my wire box. Well, this might actually work. I'd be surprised if it did, but it might. Of course, proprietary crap is proprietary. Have any others that might fit? Probably not. But that would be easy. We may have to improvise with the cables that we are given. Those will work. So, what do we got? Had two of them, each with a single 4-piece. That'd be one thing. That one has 3. Not 100% sure I can finish this tonight. Get the Sata plugged in. Let's see. It's a motherboard, EPS 12 volts. E8. Okay. Well, let's see if this will work. And hopefully I don't fry the motherboard in the process. It'll be kind of awkward. I think this is going to be the one that I use. This side goes to here. Presumably this one here. Here. Is it going to be tall enough? I hope so. Let's give it a little bit of an advantage, huh? Extra half-inch there. There's space to work with. Hopefully that'll be enough. Main board first. Wait a second. Alright, and then in theory we should be good to put our shroud back. Okay. Find that thumb screw. Yeah, I know this is taking forever, and it's probably not the speed build that you were hoping for, but a lot of those speed builds are not live. I am just doing the best I can here. Do I do this for a main living? No, but I do this for a side. And it's pretty fun. So, can you guys hear the music, by the way? Like, is that at a reasonable level for you guys? I guess I can put the rest of the thing. And if you have any genre requests, I can absolutely switch. Just let me know. Let's try to get this Chromax in. I'll try to rotate this here for you guys so that you can see a little bit better as I do it. So my goal is to install it up here up front. Make sure it'll fit. Doesn't have any issues fitting. Should not be any issues there or there. That's the way that I want to do it. And I need to have the airflow going that way. Okay, so now I've got to find those washers again. Right where I put those. Because I am just so good at remembering where I put things, everybody. The best, even, one might say. Why are there only 4? Why are there only 4 left? I need 8 more. I guess I can try without and see if it'll work. It didn't really go super well for me last time, but hey, I guess you never know. All right, so we'll pop it on our drill here. Move my microphone out of the way a little bit. Let me turn down that sensitivity a little for you. You know, I'm just going to mute that. Okay, that actually did work, and better than I thought it would. So I'm just going to fix the other 4 here. Okay, that actually went super well, and I'll deal with the last one after I pull the Nocto out of its box. Okay, thank you. Enjoying that apple. Yeah, I am enjoying that apple juice. Thank you. Volume level seems good. Awesome. So yeah, if you guys want to hear any other genres while I'm doing this, please feel free to let me know. I have like a few safe ones to choose from through this app. I've got like I do have EDM. I've got electro swing, emo, hype bangers, metal, spooky, synthwave, upbeat dance, trance, traditional Latin, polka. I have pop, hype bass, indie, epic, folk, punk, industrial, jazz, happy EDM, hard dance, chiptune, chill pop, classical, light, alternative, ambient, blues, chill bass, EDM, or chill EDM, chill piano, classical, country, disco, drum and bass, EDUs, blah 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 blah. I got over some of these, blah blah blah, funk. So house grooves. Into Squid Jid and liking it so far. Usually hate death game genre. Yeah, that one actually is not super bad. I liked a majority of it. I was okay-ish with the way it ended. I think there could have been more to that, but that's just my personal opinion. There are other people that actually did like the ending, so I don't know how much my opinion counts for on that. But this is mostly spoilers-free channel. Like, for newer stuff. I have no problem spoiling the ending of, like, a 12-year-old anime on my channel, though. Yeah. So if you're watching, like, Death Note or something, just don't bother, because I'll be making jokes and references about stuff that are old as shit all day. Right. So let's actually... Alright, yeah. Let's get the motherboard in. Oh, I just dropped a cable that I didn't use. Cool. Okay. That being said, I have precariously placed a few parts on the ground next to my feet. I should probably move aside to a better location. Got a motherboard here. We have our AS Rock, and it's a pretty decent motherboard. It is an X570. AS Rock has been known to make budget components compared to like Asus Strix, which is overpriced. But dies at the end. Snake kills Rosebud. Thanks Kit Kat for the tentacles. But we've got a massive heat sink here for passive cooling. We have a small fan here. We have one reinforced PCIe slot. That's where our big fucking graphics card is gonna go. We do have... There's actually an M.2 Wi-Fi slot, which is not what I got. I probably could have and maybe even should have, but I got a PCIe card. Maybe if I look at it and there's an M.2 on it, I'll rip it off and slap it in here, because now I know that I need to get a card reader for this thing. Maybe I'll just get them a USB one. I don't know. There is another PCI slot, a couple more slots here, and another PCIe that is not reinforced at the bottom here. You could maybe put another GPU there, or maybe a, I'm not really sure if a game capture card uses a full slot. I don't own one, so I have to look that up. We do have 6 SATA ports here. We've got our main board here. We've got USB 3. This is going to go to our front I.O. We do have our standard CPU. I'm actually going to have to remove this backplate and these brackets because I got the Noctua, so I'm going to have to do a full setup with that. We do have a 4-pin connector for power to the motherboard. And get this. It feels good. It's pretty decent overall. I wish I had a better webcam, like a 4K one. The one I have right now was a nice gift. It's 1080p. I'm gonna see if maybe you can see the circuits on the back of this board at 1080p. The light ring does not exactly help. It's pretty decent. I feel like this is going to do well for what I bought it for. So what I got for our wireless, as a matter of fact, let's take a look at that real quick, is a dual band PCIe router from EDUP. This one was actually on PC Parts Builder as is. It does have a heat sink. I'm not going to remove that to find out if I can pull the M.2. I'm just going to use this as is. This does 3 gigabits. This does do, this one actually does Wi-Fi 6 and it has Bluetooth compatibility. These are a little long. You don't need to use them, but you can. Especially if you want that longer range for your Wi-Fi, depending on where you're at in the house. I have mine hardwired, so I actually removed them completely. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty decent. Feels solid. So we'll deal with that once I've got the actual board installed, though. Now for our RAM, I got Trident G-Skill RGB. And this is the Trident Z. So we're going to go ahead and crack this open. Where did my knife go? My kniff. I want it to be known, Twitch, that this is a tool, not a weapon. So, no banning. Pew pew. Not that I have like 50 million viewers watching this anyway. I'm pretty sure I have 4. Yeah. Who knows, maybe at the end of this, if he's still conscious, Kaze will even come in and make a guest appearance and talk a little bit about his business. So, I think these actually look kind of jealous. These actually kind of look better than the Corsair Vengeance that I got. Did I steal them and swap them out for mine? No. That'd be rude. Alright. Oh, there's a G-Skill sticker. I'm gonna set that aside and let Kaze decide if he wants to use the sticker. Alright, so we want to check and make sure that we're using the correct slots on this. Okay, it looks like we want to use A2 and B2 first. So we're going to go from the outside in. Excellent. Okay. Here we have our 5950X. Now, before I bother installing this, at the risk of bending pins or touching the die too much, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Noctua Chromax Black. And for that, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just straight up move the entire gigantic ass PC somewhere else. Because what this is another enormous piece of hardware, right? Don't need those. Cool. Set that aside. Move all these bits. Thing, or no, rotate it. Have all the cables dangle off the side of the gigantic gas desk. Right. Alright. Now, this is a tool by Opolar that I highly recommend. No, they're not sponsoring me, but if you've ever paid for canned air, it's bullshit. Because for one, you're paying more than once for air. Two, if you're, feeling tired or whatever, here, I'm gonna raise that up a little bit. If you're feeling tired or whatever, and you're not paying full attention, you can get that cryo thing that happens, accidentally freeze shit. This one is a USB mini rechargeable, basically reverse vacuum, and it's just a fucking blower, so. Let's clear the dust off my table. It is a little loud. Yes. But it's a lot cheaper and a lot more efficient. And a lot more eco-friendly. For those of you who care about the aluminum cans and the bullshit that goes into the earth. Because, let's face it, we don't put a lot of great things in our planet. So, I got the Noctua NH-D15 Chromax Black. This thing is an absolute monster, which is perfect for a 5950X 16-core processor. I originally actually did want to get him a Threadripper. My buddy Kent actually helped me pick a lot of these parts and helped conceptualize the build for it. But still conscious. I'm usually up late with me to also buffer again, so I didn't hear all of what you said. Look, you can just drag the thing and then rewind and replay it, right? Or just watch it on a different device that can connect to the Wi-Fi 5. But anyway, so we originally wanted to do the Threadripper, but the budget was $3,000, right? A Threadripper alone immediately blows the budget for a 3090 based computer. Like, between the 3090 and a Threadripper processor alone, in comparison to a 5950X, any Threadripper that you could afford that would be under that budget, and still be able to buy the rest of the parts for under that budget, would not actually outperform the 5950X. So, alright, so here we have our brackets, which are going to be super important for something. They actually included their own, I actually forgot that they did this, but they actually included their own Noctua thermal paste. I'm actually not sure which is better, because I bought thermal paste for this build. Not that I know where it is now, but oh, here it is. So I actually bought Corsair's TM30 Performance Thermal Paste. But, yep, I'm not actually sure which one's better. But because it came with the Noctua, I'm going to assume the Noctua is better. Until I Google it later and regret my decision. Didn't want to be in the way, and my laptop is now strictly work only. That's part of why I commissioned this. Hang on. I'm missing some stuff. Okay. You just come up and watch it live. Yeah, go sit and provide commentary. Didn't want to be in the way, and my laptop is now strictly work only. That's part of why I commissioned this. Noctua is usually considered decent. Okay, well, I figured they're considered decent for their thermal paste. Right? I bought performance thermal paste, but I'm not how sure performance-based thermal paste is going to be compared to it. The next question is which one? And I vote for Spider-Man Venom Rant because it's great. I didn't know about the other one. Yeah, okay, fair. Right, instructions. It's been a while since I've done this because the one that I did on mine was well over a year ago, and I actually kind of struggled with that too. In fact, I accidentally set up the Intel bracket first, and I was really confused as to why I couldn't fucking make it fit. To be fair, I set the whole thing up last time, absolutely trashed a year ago, and I actually bent pins on my 3900X. It was, but I bent them back in the same state successfully. It was quite a sight to behold. Okay, these are the AMD instructions. These are the Intel instructions. Don't want them. Okay, step one, remove the default built-in crap. Okay, easy to do. Okay, here's that extra fan that I was talking about. I think I'll actually just go ahead and install that now. Now, the problem with these is they do have a shorter clip, and they are meant to be CPU fans. So I'm not sure if these will actually have the same level of control as a case fan, or how loud they'll be. We'll find out when I boot it up. It may end up being that I have to replace these Noctua fans with actual case fans, but I'll do that off stream if it comes to that. Move this over here for now. Let's get ridiculous. No, that's wrong. You're not supposed to say. Well, I guess if I sing it, it's not actually copyright, is it? Because I'm not good at singing, and therefore I did not hit the notes. They have made a mistake in reassembling this thing. Or it was time. What do you mean Twitch doesn't have a tool about more life? You know what? Go to my YouTube channel then. 100% my YouTube channel does. So go to my YouTube channel and pull back and then like skip through the parts where I'm quiet. So that you can catch back up. But also keep the Twitch open because the Twitch is the one that I want viewers on. Okay. Slide that through to the other side. Prepare the Drillinator. And wait, preparing the platypus to enter the combat field. Harry. This appears to have caused a slight problem. The endpoints of the Noctua fans a little off. Means I'd pretty much have to drill new holes for this to be effective. Crap. If I turn it sideways, what do I get? Okay, well, what if I... Alright, let's try it this way. I'll reverse out of this one. Okay, it looks like I can make this work if I do it. Okay. Great. Got it. I just oriented them wrong, so they're not going to have these extra sides. Make them a little awkward to work with, right? It's fine. I figured it out. Right. All of my fans nice and secured. And on that note, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and take a 5-minute breather. Despite pumping in cold air, this room is getting a little warm with all the machinery that I have running and the small space. And it's just a lot. So let's take a look here. Oh, hey, Herc. Shit. Now that you've come in here, I don't want to take my break. Just locate my iPad, download Twitch, and let you log in to watch. Yeah, do that. Do that so that he doesn't have to deal with that crap anymore. What's up? Sorry I didn't catch it before. I had my head buried in this machine. Alright. Alright. So, since no response from Herc just yet, I will be right back in about 3 to 5 minutes. I gotta use the restroom, refill my drink. I'll be right back. Am back and refreshed. So, Herc, long time no see. What's up? Are you still watching, or like I know that you tuned in right as I was going to a break. Yeah, again, sorry for the very teeny tiny room. One day I'll have a proper studio. So we got our spacers, we got our mount to a super tool, which is just an L-shaped screwdriver that is very, very long. I honestly wish that they just took this, hacked off the end, and made it a fucking hex head that I could plug into my drill. I'd be very satisfied with that, but no, they made it L-shaped. Even if it wasn't L-shaped and it was just a rod with like a handle or something, I could work with that. I'd have to like hack this off and make my own. Anyway, I'm digressed. Instructions, right. Removal first. To avoid damaging the motherboard, we're going to put it on Tier 1 with level 1 speed. Also, I'm just removing the screws, which means I'm not going to be over-tightening anything or ruining anything on the motherboard. Put up to level 2, because level 1 is going to be struggling a little bit. There we go. I know they always say hand tighten. Don't figure. So, for those of you who don't know me personally, I'm allergic to air. And right now, in order to cool this room down at a reasonable level without freezing out my wonderful partner and my tenant, I am pumping in cold air from the outside world. And that outside world contains every allergy that I'm allergic to, and it's floating through the air. I am allergic to pollen, I am allergic to grass, I am allergic to pets, animals, you name it. If it is in the air, I'm allergic to it, and I'm not even going to bother running my HEPA filter while I'm pumping in that particular air. Allergy pills do not do enough. I'm just going to keep sneezing. I'm sorry. I'm going to put this back. Someone made a comment that looked bad, but I need my freaking tissues. My face is going to fall off. Anyway, next step. Oh, someone commented in the Discord. What's going on in the Discord? Nothing important, apparently. Okay. Well, I should actually probably message my buddy Andrea too, because they said that they wanted to watch. And also those of you who are watching, if you like my content, if you like seeing me, and you want to see me strip, give it a like, a share on all of your social media posts. Make that shit public. Get my name out there. I hope that someone somewhere likes my content and that I'm generally enjoyable, internet or not. Looks like I got one more viewer. Andrea, welcome to the party. So, back on track with this thing. I have successfully removed that thing. It actually wants me to remove these, but it wants me to keep that back plate, it looks like. So, motherboard comes pre-installed, cooler module removed by unscrews, blah, blah, blah. The AMD stock backplate should be included with the motherboard accessories. Put the backplate on the rear side. Stock backplate. Okay, cool. First, choose the correct set of plastic spacers. For AM4, I need the gray ones. Alright. And this is an AM4 CPU because it is a 5950X. Is the person on a timeout? Well, actually, the only rule that I have right now is that they have to be following me in order to leave a comment, because that helps prevent spam bots. So, whoever you are, I'm pretty sure that is probably going to be Andrea. I will temporarily remove that. But you really should sign in and follow. I'm going to turn off followers only chat. Moderation. Email verification is off. First time chatters must have a verified email. That's fair. Okay. Hopefully that fixes it. Kit Kat, you are a mod, and Kaze, so are you. So if you guys get some weird stuff, you got no node. Okay. Twatchich, Kent, if you are verified, I'll add you as a moderator later so that you can just remove whatever setting is undoing you. Like, I know posting links is a no-no. Paragraph texts are a no-no, so like super lengthy, ridiculous stuff. But yeah. Omoy is probably, yeah, that was probably Andrea. Anyway, I gotta sort these. We gotta do the gray ones are the ones we want to keep. And we're gonna hang on to these stupid lengthy screws. And we're just gonna pop these other spacers in a timeout because we don't want to see them ever again. The timeout is gonna be permanent. I just don't want to deal with them right now. All right. So, next on our list, step 2. Attaching the mounting bars. First, choose the correct set of those. Right. Do these fit over the holes? They do fit over the holes. Cool. 2, 3, and 4. We take our mounting bits. These are the right ones, I think. And I want the dots to be facing up. For AM4, I want it to be on the 4 dot. Easy enough, right? Alright. These ones I think I actually will go ahead. get started this way. And these are particularly lengthy screws, and I am an impatient man. So, I guess you guys probably want to actually see what the hell is going on with this thing, right? Ooh, nope. Oh, shoot. I messed up. I've got to get a better system for mounting these webcams. Got to. Let me move it a little closer for this part. Ah, there's wires down there and they hate me. Alright, that looks good, right? Right, cool. Hi, Omoy. So you don't want my 5-paragraph essay on Plastic Man? Alright, if you're gonna give me a 5-paragraph essay on Plastic Man, it cannot be in the comments. I mean, I do want your 5-paragraph essay on Plastic Man. You'll get banned if you just post it as text in the comments. Attachments are also not a Twitch thing. Anyway, setting 1, so that we're not going to over tighten. There we go. Okay, those are firm. It does say they have these little pointy bits going up. And now it is time to believe in the heart of the PC. I'm hilarious. We're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh here, but this is our M4 Zen 3 architecture, Ryzen 5000 series 5950. Now, I am not sure you guys will be able to actually see this properly thanks to the reflection or the ring light. See if I angle it a little better. There you go. There you go. AMD Ryzen 9 5950X. Now, I did get this gently used. According to the eBay buyer, or the eBay seller, they actually ended up going Intel and parting out their machine, which honestly seems like a waste of money because you're not going to get what you put into it, especially since this person bought it like on launch day scalped. Now, there is a little arrow here on the motherboard, right? And it is going to match up with this little triangle here in this bottom right corner. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can get it. There you go. You see that little dot there? Let's raise it a little more. There you go. So that little triangle there has to match up with the little arrow that is on the motherboard. Or triangle, depending on your brand. Okay. We have the whole motherboard open. Make sure that we are not... Okay, no bent pins. Make sure it's nice and snug, but don't push it too hard. You never want to force this or you'll bend the pins. And then we latch it. That is so much thermal paste, though. Like, there's no way in hell that you would ever need this much thermal paste for one CPU. So I'm gonna check real quick. I'm gonna Google it real quick and Google. I want to do a comparison to make sure that I use the better one for this build because it's a high temperature build. It's going to be a Corsair TM30 versus Noctua NTH1. So it turns out that they are virtually exactly the same. Okay, so those those things were actually pretzel rocks, which is the tool that I have. I see. I'm just gonna and pretzel rocks again. And we're gonna leave it like that. Alright. Message is deleted by a mod. Okay, so for future reference, the person that's booting is an actual bot. So that explains a lot. Alright. So I want to make sure that before I apply this thermal compound that I am ready for the actual monster that I am about to face here. Okay, so we've got our Y-split cable, and we've got our low noise adapters. Okay. Easy enough. Here's the actual behemoth in question. All right. This is the cooler that will be protecting this CPU. Now, for comparison, I'm going to say I think I've got a stock cooler somewhere. Let's take a look. So this is about the size of a stock cooler for a i3 or a Ryzen 3 in comparison. Like, just the sheer girth. Like, absolutely freaking enormous. Don't worry, I followed you back, by the way. Just as a heads up. Okay. So, what they want me to do is, first of all, I have to figure out what direction this is blowing. It looks like it is blowing this way. So I want to have it like this. We're going to remove the metal clips. That main nod to a fan, so that the cooler now looks like this and is ready to mount. I feel like these are upside down. Why do I feel like these are upside down? That feels wrong. Isn't it? No, it's not. Those are threaded screws. Okay. All right, we're doing this. Noctua NTH1 thermal paste. Okay, that is a nice glob of thermal paste, maybe even too much, honestly. What's done is done. Let's pop this off. Finish. Got anything that I can maybe wipe off just a tiny bit of this thermal paste with? Maybe like a piece of paper or something. It doesn't have anything on it. Oh, you know what? There is manual in here. Perfect. Here we go. That'll do nicely. Maybe I took just too much off here. Should be fine. Back up. That should be the right one. I fucked up. Let's try this again. Alrighty. Tiny smidgen more. Let's try that again. to keep this at an even level. Basically, just do this like you would tighten the bolts on your tires when you're changing your tires, or the lug nuts on your wheels when you're changing your tires. You want it to be as evenly spread as possible. That is as tight as it's going to get safely. Any tighter, and we'll end up fucking with the actual CPU, and it won't be, it will not end well. Right? Okay. Now we want this to go to the CPU. Thing. CPU fan 1. That should go absolutely nowhere. And should be completely fine. Alright, now we've got our Ryzen 9 sticker. We'll just set that aside for now. And we're not going to worry about the rest for now. Right? Right. We'll just tuck this neatly away in Neverland. Okay. You have a low noise adapter. So I think I am going to take advantage of that, though. And we're going to pop that in here. In theory, that should be fine. Right? Right. Okay. Now this is a full ATX motherboard. I could potentially put another fan right over here, but I wouldn't be able to go deep enough. And on this side, I have the RAM to worry about. So really, it's best that I repurpose the extra fan to the front of the case anyway. Actually, I tell you what, you know what? No. I am misusing these low noise adapters. What I will need the low noise adapters are going to be for the two front fans, not for this one. This fan will survive on its own. If I can find my third one from my set, because I don't think I used the noise adapters for mine. If I can find mine, I'll adapt it. But that's a later project for a later time. Time for me to check up on this. Now you'll know my secret Twitch watching things. Will it explode? No, it will not explode. Uh, stretch wood ahead. Hey, don't use low noise adapters. They'll limit the voltage, making fan noisy. Another fan is only 4 degrees difference. Those fans work in power mode so you can control the speed. Oh, cool. Well, fair enough. Stretch wood ahead. I accept your terms and conditions, and if I have any issues with the motherboard not being able to control the front fans, I'll deal with that. All right, so we'll just go ahead and set all of that aside for now. And let's get the motherboard in place. I like to tip my machine on its side for this part. So what I'll do in order to not pinch my wires, start by cramming them all through here. Wait for now as much as I can. Oh, I'm a derp. I completely forgot about my. Which is an easy enough remedy. Should have it facing the right way. That'll do it. Get the extra 8-pin CPU top left plugged in that because that cord is going to suck in. Well, let's see if this case will allow it. I'm not going to have an issue with that on this one. This will be fine. And it looks like I could use a couple of spacers. Where did I put my bag of spacers? There we go. Just because of how heavy all the equipment is going to be, I want to have as many screws in here as I can, right? Just take one of the ones that are already in there. I was wrong. That one does not need a spacer. Okay, I'm actually good. Grab the bag of these screws. These ones. Last minute, it's doable. It'll be no fun. Ooh, giant case of vaginas, big boy case, extra thick. Yes. All right. I will try the other thing. Yes, gotta find the right cable. Let's see if I can get that through. Sorry that you guys are just kind of looking at the top of my head right now. Alright, that'll do it. I'm sure you're both right. And then this will save me time and effort. Just because I can do something doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Okay. Well, let's take a look at our fans, right? These would really only be good. These won't work for the top two fans. Might work for the top two. But first, let's go ahead and just get this thing screwed in. Right? Right. Alright. Thank you all for your support, by the way. I super appreciate it. Sorry, I occasionally need some refreshments. Sorry, this thing doesn't really extend a whole lot more. It's hard for me to get a better angle on the actual machine. Let me see if maybe I have one more level of extension. I think I might. Ooh, I do. I do have one more level of extension on this tripod. Alright, guys, I am doing the best I can with what I've got. That's pretty decent, right? Right. Cool. Okay, now I'm gonna need. Shoot, do I even have a screwdriver long enough for this? I'm gonna have to check the hot closet. Okay, so at one point I did, but no longer have a magnetic screwdriver of the appropriate length for this task. Unfortunately, that means I'm likely going to have to use. Where'd that long Noctua thing go? It's not even magnetic. I hate it. My insurance. It's barely got enough clearance. And this one just simply does not. I need like some sort of super electromagnet to put on this thing. I wonder. This might not work, but it also might work. Holy shit, it worked. Ah, no, it didn't. Not very well, anyway. That works. Just needed to work long enough for me to get the freaking screw into. Oh, no, did not work. Okay. New plan. Magnet screwdriver, or my magnet flashlight, is freaking gone. That's unfortunate. Barely able to get this in. Starting to think that maybe I should have screwed the motherboard in first. Inappropriate screwdriver, temporarily magnetize it by dragging it from handle to tip repeatedly. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna grab a kitchen magnet because those are stronger. I had a magnetizer at one point. I think that got eaten by the dogs, but okay. So from handle to tip. 1, 2. Thank you, Robo Senku. I know it's somewhere in this office. I was kidding about the dog. But it is not in my toolbox. It got lost somewhere after Derecho. Fun fact to any of my out-of-state Twitch followers, what's not a fun time? Yeah. That one's built in. That's firm. And there are any others that I can access. Pretty sure I got it all. Okay, time to start wiring stuff up. Cleaning up after a duration. Yeah, that's. I'll drink about that. You know, I have a toddler, right? And I think I'm going to start using the phrase instead of, it looks like a tornado went through here. I think I'm just going to straight up, like, as part of my parenting technique, I'm going to say, like, it looks like a derecho went through here. And, like, a lot of the kids will be like, what's that? Like, it's fine, you were 2, but, like, your daycare collapsed on you. It's fine. I need... Take a look at our band situation. See which one can use a 3-prong and which ones can't. These 2 might be able to. But the Corsair can use 3-prong. Cool, cool, cool. This one is also an ex-CPU fan and will require a different kind of splitter. We've got a couple of Y cords in here that we can use as 4-prong splitters. Because the case only came with 3-prong splitters, but the fuck, where'd my other one go? I had 2 of these splitters. The other one over here somewhere. I only have 1 4-prong splitter. Okay. Well, we'll see how well that goes, I guess. Start with this one. It'd be cool if it did. Looks like it did not. Guess you could say it did not. Haha. Well, looks like I might need to get some more 50 mil or 440 millimeter fans. I'm not sure if I have enough 4-port fans. Alexa, stop. Alexa, shut. Oh, stop. I did not ask you for any help. Bad robot. Okay. Nowhere with me. Right. Drama is what I do best. Those screws back in their bag for now. Start getting the bigger stuff where it needs to go. Right? Power to the motherboard coming up. I guess I should probably rotate this and probably move this whole thing back for you so that you guys aren't just staring at garbage. That's good enough, right? Undo these twist ties. One day I will have a plethora of high-end cameras that I can have pre-positioned and just switch to willy-nilly as needed. And I won't have to worry about impeding the flow of usage. Or maybe, instead of live streaming, I'll just upload videos that I have pre-edited or had my good buddy who's going to be using this computer pre-edit for me. Maybe I'll commission him to do some of that. There's a chassis fan there. I want to plug this all the way into the CPU fan slot. The answer is no, I don't. Check where the Corsair ones. Dude, it's so annoying. chassis fan here as well. This one I think I want to have the two front fans connected to. That one I think I might need an extender for, or just replace it with a 3-port or a 3-prong Corsair fan. That might be what I have to do. Anything that's going to be easy to manage it on this thing? Absolutely not. Of course, there's not. That would make sense. I'm kidding. It would not make sense. Actually, need for those to come around here. I may have to rotate that front fan. Ah, that's so annoying. All right, fuck it. Where'd my bit go? Crap. Doesn't matter though. Should work. Find the other one later. Well, I've lost a screw. Time to get another one. I'm doing great at this, by the way, for those of you who are questioning it. Go back to 2 for our purposes. Okay. I think we're getting kind of on the right track here. All right. You are doing great. Aw, thanks, buddy. I was being sarcastic. I'm glad to think that you're probably not. Considering it is 12:06 a.m. and I'm still not done with this stream, and I work at them. This may end up going on longer than I had originally thought. Wow, I've been at this for 3 hours, and I still have 6 of you guys. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I really fucking appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Putting up with me like that. Alright, that works. Two. Trying to be as wire management efficient as I can, but it's hard sometimes. And everything around you wants to break. One chassis fan here, which should give the appropriate voltage for the 2 converted chassis fans. Maybe this one I just see if I can squeeze in there as another CPU fan. That feels like it's going to be a terrible idea and give out the wrong voltage. But worth trying, right? Right. Worst case scenario, it's loud and I unplug it later. Computer builds are adventures. Yes, they are. Especially when you think that you got everything for a budget build and you definitely did not. The case fans, I should have known better. I had additional fans in my cart, not for this reason, but because I wanted them to match. I was expecting to use like 1 or 2 additional fans, not 4 additional fans. Remaining 2 fans, we have this guy and that guy. We have another chassis fan down here, which I think I'll use one of the actual Cougar chassis fans for, because these 2 can be used that way. Let's see here, that goes through here. This way. Here. We'll do this rope. Face it, my wiring job is not going to be perfect on this. Especially considering I'm dealing with weird lengths of cord, and I forgot to slip some of them behind the motherboard. I might be able to get away with this. Ooh, that's nifty. I can do that. That's a little better. Not a lot better, but a little better. Maybe be able to pull more of it through and hide it back there. Actually, you know what? No. What do I care about that? No. No, I want that in here. I don't want it to take up space out there. Okay. I forgot all of this is going under the shroud. Everything over here goes under the shroud. That's irrelevant. Okay. Sorry, you guys were looking in the back of my head there for a minute. Wow, that was ugly as shit. Right. So let's take a look here. Well, we've got our entire front I/O. Easiest one is going to be that 3.0. Honestly, I'm not sure why so much of it is sticking out like that. It's ugly as hell. Pretty much none of it should be sticking out over here. What the shit? Damn it, Cougar. Bend this wire. This is the only one that should be on this one. A lot of those other wires end up going further down here. Not sure. So those ones will go down here for the most part, like right up along this edge. Not really sure what this Sata port is for on. Maybe for the fans? Shit. Okay. Well, it is 12:14. I do have to work in the morning, so, and I actually have to put all of this away and set, because this is my work desktop, so I have to set that all back up the way it was before. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside real quick. Y'all can see my beautiful, beautiful face. That's high enough. Looks like it is, yeah. Okay, so thank you all so much for being a part of this wonderful presentation and for joining me on this adventure. Having 6 concurrent viewers is something that I don't really get a lot. So thank you all for attending and for watching and enjoying this with me and participating. I really appreciate it, especially since I'm trying to get my average up. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys again next time. Next time I may be gaming. Next time I may be doing this again. We'll see. But I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much.